Hello, everyone, and welcome to our reading. We are using, um, I actually forget what this deck is called. Let me look real quick. We are using the Oracle of the Christmas Spirit. The Oracle of the Christmas Spirit. I believe I got this deck on Etsy. So we are doing a Christmas in July reading. Okay, so it is a beautiful deck, and I kind of just wanted a deck for the holidays that um, was just very easy to communicate with when it came to spirit and our messages. So let's do a Christmas in July reading. So, what do we need to know, spirit? This is a guidance reading. So, we're just going to look at what is it that we need to know for our highest good. Thank you for being here, for taking part in the reading. Um, that's too many. And I hope that you find the reading helpful and supportive. I might as well turn these over. Let's just turn these over. Okay, so let's draw a few more and then we'll look at the cards more closely. If you have this deck, let me know in the comments what you use it for. And let's do a closing card. Can you give us a closing card? There we go. Oh, we got 3 closing cards. Okay, so let's see. We are opening with frosted windows. Sometimes, can you see, is it, there we go. Sometimes the clearest view of life comes when we look beyond what's frozen. So this card is looking at the warmth. First thing I notice is the candle is warm, and the warmth of the candle helps to melt away the things that are cold. You know, frozen is a sign of coldness, right? So this card is reminding us in this reading that you want to keep an open mind to things. You want to look past the sadness, the pain, the hurt, and look beyond what truly you can walk away from any situation with, what really truly matters, right? In the whole process of things. Christmas cheer. Spread joy wherever you go, for it returns to you in unexpected ways. So this card is all about trusting that we have a choice. We can allow things to get the best of us to turn us into something that we don't want to be, or we can choose to be the better person. We can choose to rise from a situation, right? Some situations you might deal with that are very harsh, very harsh conditions, right? But you have the choice to see past that. You have the choice to see what truly matters, right? You don't have to allow a situation to get the best of you. So, for example, if it's freezing cold outside, instead of complaining about, oh, it's freezing cold, I can't do anything, you might take time to read a book, to sleep, get some extra rest, listen to some music, do a meditation, right? You find the warmth in this situation. You don't allow the situation to get the best of you. And because of that, you send out good energy. And because of the good energy that you send out, you also get that good energy back to you. The fire in your heart warms not only your home, but the world around you. Right? Yes, again, you have the ability to transform the situation. You are one of those people where instead of allowing the situation to transform you, you instead take control of the situation and the energies and how they affect you. Whatever somebody throws at you, whatever the situation is, you alchemize it. You take it in, you set with it, you understand it, you transform it. You then raise it to a higher elevation and you then require people to raise themselves to that elevation. So, for example, if it's freezing outside and it's cold and it's dreary and people are complaining around you, you might find something positive, and then you tell people, instead of complaining about the situation that you can't do anything about, why not go play some video games or read a book, or hey, let's look for a movie together, right? You transform the minds of those around you and the hearts of those around you. You help them to see the better picture and not get stuck in the lower frequency energies, right? You are able to help people see the importance of self love in situations that they are going through that might be doing everything to destroy that, right? So, Christmas thimble. Small defenses can protect us. Even the tiniest tool can repair the deepest wound. So for me, the first message I got from this one is the power of prayer. The smallest the smallest thing can protect us. Praying over our families, our friends, ourselves, the earth, our life, our situations, just asking for guidance, sitting in meditation, and just knowing when to say no comes in here, right? If you know somebody's not good for you, stay away from that person. If you know that a situation is not good for you, remove yourself from it. You don't have to participate in something just because they're family or friends, or because you're expected to, right? If it doesn't feel right and it doesn't feel in alignment, don't question your intuition. Trust what you know and go with the flow, right? Trust what you know and go with the flow. Don't allow yourself to become bitter. Don't explain your reasons. Just simply act according to your heart and allow things to unfold based off your actions, right? So if you are invited to go somewhere with somebody and you know that the people there are not good for you, and the person that you are invited to go to this situation with has a tendency of transforming into somebody else that they're not when they're with these people, and you really just always feel uncomfortable, don't be afraid to say no. No, I'm sorry, can't do that today. Have a great time, right? You don't have to explain your no. If you say no and then somebody says, well, why, blah, blah, they don't respect you. They don't appreciate your needs or wants, and they are used to getting you to transform into what they want you to do and how they want you to do it and why they want you to do it, right? It's people pleasing. It is, well, you can't say no because that's not what I want to hear, right? So protect your peace, say no, stay prayed up, sitting in your heart space. Even like for some of you, if you don't pray, or you can't find the words to pray, um, you could just set with your heart. You can just set and just be in the moment. Set with your heart. Send love to the situation. Send love to yourself, right? Knowing what is best for you and sticking to that is what this card is really talking about. You don't have to do something major to protect yourself. You can just simply say no and avoid a situation, and that's protection, right? Getting more information about a situation before you take part too. That's like a way of protecting yourself. Winter stars. The stars remind us to dream big, for they guide us even on the coldest nights. So I heard a message the other day. I forget where it was. It was I think it was on Facebook. Somebody was talking about stars, and they were showing a video of the true stars and how they're kind of like different colors, and they move around, and they're not like stationary like little stars like this, you know. They are, and they're not like a big huge bright white light either. They're kind of like, when you zoom in on them, they're kind of like colors. They flicker with like colors. And so like what I get with this is, know that you are much more than what you realize, right? Know that you have a purpose that doesn't always appear on the surface. Right? You need to look within you and pay attention to your shadows. The stars give us light in the darkness. Your heart, your light gives your shadows a chance to heal, a chance to be seen, heard, understood. Right? So don't ignore the things that you try to keep hidden, but instead understand them, understand why they're there, what they serve, what the purpose is in your life, and are they good for you or are they bad for you? And how can you transform this so that it is a good energy for you? Right? Your darkness and your light are one of the same. And when you learn to love both of them, then they help you to see the bigger picture of things. They help you to love yourself in a bigger way and to dream beyond expectations of what you are told or believe that you're not good enough to be, right? And we have Spirit of Santa. Generosity is the magic that makes Christmas brighter for all. So this card reminds you that we don't have to know somebody to be kind to them. We don't have to know their history or their past or how much money they have in their bank or what religion they are or what nationality they are to be kind to them. Just being your true self, giving from the heart without expectations. So many people in this world walk around and they make you believe that they're this good person. They make you believe that they want to give because they're just a kind person and they just love giving. When in all reality, their mind the whole entire time is thinking about what they can get from the situation. You know, can they get attention? Can they get affection? Can they get money? Can they get material things? Can they get whatever it is? Whatever it is that they're not giving just to give. They're giving with 100% blind, not telling you that they already have intentions that they're going to get something back. It's kind of like people that say, "Oh, well, I helped them out 4 times, so they owe me one." When you hear somebody talk like that, when you hear somebody say, "Oh, well, I did like 20 things for that person, so they owe me one." That's a red flag in that person, right? You should never do something for somebody and then only do it because you feel that it's a way of keeping score, right? Or that the person is obligated to do something for you now because you did something for them, right? That's not generosity. The real meaning of generosity is giving without expectations, just giving from the heart, period. Giving from the heart because that's who you are. So yeah, generosity is really important. And then we have snow-covered paths. Every path may seem covered in snow, but with faith you will find your way. So this is just reminding you that sometimes you might have to go deeper than what's on surface in order to figure out how to do things, right? So you the path that's less taken is often harder to navigate, but the path within you, it is guided. And so this card really has to do with making your own journey, right? Sometimes we're called not to follow the paths of others, but to make our own. And discovering the path and each step forward is really what this card, has to deal with. Every path may seem covered in snow. That doesn't mean that it's not worth taking. So facing your fears, this has a lot to do with facing your fears and not being afraid to do things independently. Having faith, what they call blind faith, also has to come in like the path being covered in snow. You can't see it. So this card is asking you to have blind faith in this situation. Trust what you can't see. Trust things to unfold in a way that supports you, and faith will protect you as well as you go down the process of it. But there's nothing wrong with making your own path or taking a path that's less traveled. It might be more work, but more rewarding. You have gift of giving. True wealth lies not in what you receive, but in what you give with love. Yes, again, this comes back to like that gratitude card, right? With the whole like giving out of love, not expectation. Giving out of uh, the desire to want to see somebody happy or want to help somebody and see someone just feel good. When we are truly a loving, kind person and we give without caring about unimportant details, right? If you have something and you give to somebody, you're not going to ask them 101 questions before you give them something. So, like, for example, like a homeless person, right? Say you want to help somebody, you just help them. You shouldn't help with interrogation involved, right? You're just giving from your heart and you're just praying that that person uses the resources for their highest good, right? You are not giving with energy of, well, this person's going to do this, that, and whatever with it. You don't know what that person's going to do. And maybe that person did do something with it before, but you are going to be the one that gives to the person and changes the person. Right. So you never know. You never know a situation. You can't judge a situation on a past situation. And you can't judge a situation based off what you see on the outside without understanding the truth that lies below it. Right. So the gift of giving should always be from the heart. It should never have any expectations. It should never, 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 never have IOUs, right? When you give, if you give, you should give without IOUs, okay? That's the whole point of giving, right? You're not a bank. You don't give and expect to have it back. It's not a part of like, when you give to somebody, you have them sign a contract and they have to, give something back in return. Like if you are truly giving somebody something, you should have no expectations of anything coming back in return. If it does, that's great. That's amazing. Thank you so much. If it doesn't, that's fine too because you're not putting any attachments to the purpose. So you're not making any cords. You're not connecting cords with that person and expecting anything to come out of the situation, right? Because you're just fully giving. So, Christmas Eve dreams. Dream big on this magical night, for the season brings the power to manifest. So, one thing about Christmas Eve is, again, our thoughts, right? It's how much energy are you putting into the excitement, right, of what you're going to receive underneath the tree or from somebody or what you're going to give. Like it's the excitement. That's the manifestation, right? It is the power of thought. So this is telling you to be very mindful of your thoughts. When you go to bed at night, what are you going to bed thinking about? What are you worrying about? Are you giving everything to God, source, creator? When you want to, if you're trying to manifest something, what are you focused on? Are you focused on what you're doing, or are you comparing, right? Or are you belittling your self-esteem? Are you looking down upon yourself, or are you seeing yourself in true higher energy, right? That's what this is saying. The power to manifest is all about how you hold the intention. Three wise men. Wisdom comes from the journey, not just the destination. Trust your path. Okay, so the three wise men, this energy is all about, again, guidance and source and intervention. The three wise men, they knew where to go, they knew what to take, they knew who to seek, right? They were given the message. So be open to receive the message that's coming in from the universe. Be open to understand what it is that you are being directed to do and how you're being directed to do it. If you're struggling, then chances are it's not from the universe. It's because the universe is going to bring you, if you're in alignment with the universe, it's going to flow. You're going to start to walk the path, and doors are going to open, things are going to work out for you, stuff's going to elevate for you, things are going to come in for you. You're going to have this abundance just there for you, whether it's people, time, money, space, whatever it is, right? And you're going to have the guidance from the great creator. Wisdom. Wisdom, where does wisdom come from? Wisdom comes from one, spending time with the elders and ancestors, two, experience, three, knowledge, history, right? Um, and then four, intuition, downloads, spiritual support, and guidance, right? So this card is reminding you to pay attention to your own wisdom. Seek within you first so that you understand what you hold, so that you understand what you're seeking outside of you. If you're just seeking a bunch of wisdom, but you don't know what you're going to do with it all, then that's because you're not truly connected to the wisdom within you. The wisdom within you knows intuitively what it is that you need to pay attention to, what it is that resonates with you, what your calling is, what your purpose is. Your inner wisdom tells you what to seek in the outer world around you and how to use it, how to apply it, how to see through it, right? Because some of it is just discernment. But this card has to do with you understanding your wisdom so that you can understand how to apply the things that you come across in your journey. Okay. All right. I hope this reading has helped you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for joining our Christmas in July. Have a wonderful evening, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.